Why does Fred always hurt his leg? After the doctor treated his leg 10,000 times, the doctor threatened that if he got injured again, Fred's leg would be replaced with a robotic leg. Oh.
But how does the robot feel about it?
Don't take my leg! Don't take my leg!
Hey, Doc, I get it. I'll take better care of my leg.
After Fred left the hospital, he warned SpongeBob to stay away from his leg, because SpongeBob accidentally ran over Fred's leg when driving a train before. To make up for him, SpongeBob decided to protect Fred's leg. Whether it was banana peels or sea urchins, SpongeBob would dash forward without hesitation. He cleared all dangers for Fred on the way to work. After SpongeBob was finally trapped by an animal trap, he followed Fred to his workplace. When Fred arrived at the factory, he happily said his leg was healed. But when Fred started working, it turned out his job was to push wood into a cutting machine with his feet. SpongeBob was scared by his job. SpongeBob thought this job was far too dangerous, so he suggested using a table corner to operate instead. While he was demonstrating for Fred, he was accidentally pulled into the machine. He jammed and broke the machine, and in the end, he blew up the whole factory. But SpongeBob was sliced into pieces just like wood. After losing his job, Fred went to ask a master for help. The master twisted his foot several times at first, and checked if Fred's leg was fine with his mouth. Then he told Fred to walk barefoot on burning coals. SpongeBob was terrified when he heard this. The master began teaching Fred a spell, but just as Fred was about to take his first step, SpongeBob jumped onto the burning coals quickly.
My feet are cold.
The plan to protect Fred was not over yet. SpongeBob and Patrick became his personal bodyguards. They would not let anyone get close to Fred. All passersby on the road were completely cleared away, until they met a little girl selling cookies.
Would you like to buy some cookies?
After Patrick snatched the cookies from the little girl bit Patrick's leg. Patrick's leg was hurt and he was rushed to the hospital. Fred watched all of this and was almost in tears. SpongeBob was shocked. Fred told SpongeBob. It turned out Fred had fallen in love with a nurse working at the hospital. That was why he hurt his leg on purpose. To help Fred realize his wish, SpongeBob found a bully to injure Fred's leg, but the bully ended up hurting his own leg instead. Then they went to jellyfish fields. Only SpongeBob got stung by jellyfish and looked just like Mr. Krabs. They tried sprinkling food on Fred's leg again, but bugs only licked all the food off. Finally, SpongeBob tied Fred to the train tracks, planning to let the train run over his leg. At the critical moment, a robot showed up and saved Fred, because the robot did not want to lose its own leg. In the end, SpongeBob attached his own leg to the robot. Just when Fred lost all hope, SpongeBob grew a tiny new leg. An ambulance took SpongeBob away, but the ambulance accidentally crushed Fred's head.
They hit me everywhere except my leg!
In the end, Fred was admitted to the hospital as he wished. He met the nurse he liked at the hospital. Everyone else was horrified. Only Fred was totally head over heels. Eventually, Fred and the nurse became a couple. To everyone's surprise, everyone received a mysterious letter. SpongeBob got a new tie, and Patrick got a pair of underwear covered in seaweed. They both loved their gifts. Even Mr. Krabs received a letter. He did not want to go at first. When he threw the letter on the ground, a large commemorative coin fell out of the envelope. Mr. Krabs remembered that when he was at Coral Camp, he had hidden a box of gold coins there. This reunion seemed very worthwhile. He had to go. Everyone boarded the bus heading for Coral Camp. On the way, Patrick was very excited. He opened the window and stuck his tongue outside. Sandy pulled him back in for safety. SpongeBob also jumped around on the bus. Only Mr. Krabs looked tired. He would never come with them if not for the gold coins. They arrived at Coral Camp together. The place had changed a lot, while everyone was sighing with emotion. Mr. Krabs snuck away secretly to look for the gold coins. Seeing how run down the place was, Mrs. Puff felt she had been tricked. When they were about to leave, the bus tires suddenly blew out. Then the bridge collapsed. Everyone fell into extreme panic. A rich lady immediately called a helicopter, but their only remaining transportation was pierced by metal and exploded directly. Everyone huddled together, trying to think of a way to escape. Just then, SpongeBob heard Mr. Krabs' voice. He had dug up the treasure. He could not wait to open the wooden chest, but the moment he opened it, he was pulled in by a mysterious figure. When everyone felt very hungry, they saw Plankton. They asked Plankton to make lunch for them. The food was so disgusting that only Patrick could eat it. Night fell. Everyone could only keep warm with torches. They decided to go back to the old wooden cabin together. They could not recognize their childhood playground. The place looked very shabby. After entering, they found the inside environment was even more dilapidated. As soon as two people sat on the sofa, they were pulled into the dark by the mysterious figure. When everyone noticed their numbers were getting smaller, Gubby suggested searching for the missing people in the forest. Everyone took tools for self-defense and walked deep into the forest to search. Patrick only brought his sandwich. Just then, they heard strange noises. Everyone huddled up at once. In the panic, his sandwich flew away. He was going to pick it up, and a huge palm handed the sandwich back to him. With a loud scream, he was dragged deep into the forest. Soon only SpongeBob was left alone. He ran around in fear. Suddenly he saw a huge figure. He let out an even louder scream. While he was running away, he found Patrick and the others. They were lying on red liquid. SpongeBob thought they were dead. It turned out they were tired from playing with ketchup and lying there to rest. In the end, they found the mysterious person was Clamper Theater. Many years ago, when everyone left the camp, he forgot to get on the bus. He had been trapped here ever since. He really missed missed everyone, so he decided to invite everyone back for a reunion. Finally, all of them reunited. Patrick's house was stolen. The Easter Island head house decided to rescue him. It stretched out its arms and lifted itself up. Then it pulled the pineapple house out by the roots. The two houses chased after the thief. Gary tossed around inside the room but never woke up. After running through the streets for a while, they lost the trail. They planned to ask passersby, but all the passersby got scared and ran away. So the two houses put on some disguises. They boarded a bus. Right then they spotted the truck carrying the rock house. The pineapple house pulled the stop cord. The bus came to a sudden stop. The houses got off and crushed all the houses under their feet as they walked. Luckily, they found the rock house. They picked up the rock house and prepared to head home. The next second, they were lifted into the sky. It turned out the truck was loaded with rock balloons. The two houses tumbled back down. They landed right at a house dealership. Just then a mother and her son came to look at houses. The salesman took them to visit the pineapple house. At this moment, the child became very interested in the Easter Island head house. After the kid went inside, the Easter Island head house blocked one nostril. It forced the kid back outside. Gary on the other side also chased away the visitors who came to look around. The dilapidated house told them they could ask the lighthouse that sees everything. At the same time, the truck entered Bikini Bottom jail. The rock house was unloaded together with the regular rocks. Seeing the inmates strike the rocks so fiercely, the rock house trembled with fear. Then it became the inmates' next target. Just as they were about to start, the rock house suddenly disappeared. Its companions had come to save it. The rock house was overjoyed. They discussed how to escape. The Easter Island head house held the pineapple house in its arms. It blasted the guards with pineapple juice. After all the guards were taken down, the three houses prepared to leave, but they found the gate would not open. The jailhouse locked onto them. After hearing that the jail wanted to arrest them, the Easter Island head house and the pineapple house knelt down and begged. They told the jail the rock house was only arrested by mistake. It was someone else's home. The jail was moved and decided to let them go. The jail prepared to set them free. Unexpectedly, the rock house smashed through the gate and rolled away at top speed. The other two followed closely behind. The inmates saw the gate was open. They all ran away too. Seeing the damaged gate, the jail flew into a rage. The pineapple house and the Easter Island head house held up the rock house. The three houses crossed mountains and valleys on their way home. They needed to get back before their owners returned. Then they spotted SpongeBob and Patrick. They decided to take a side path. They then saw Squidward, so they fled in panic and smashed other people's houses to pieces. Time was almost up, so they stood on top of the rock house. Standing two on top made them move faster. The rock house accidentally hit a bump. They landed exactly where their homes were supposed to be. Unfortunately, they landed in the wrong spot. They quickly switched positions. SpongeBob also got back home. After they said goodbye to each other. After the owners entered their respective houses, the houses finally relaxed, but the jail caught up with them. Because of the jailbreak they had caused, they were placed under arrest. The houses panicked and ran away. Only Patrick stood there in confusion.
Don't I usually have a house?
Who would have thought SpongeBob's teeth could close? Squidward actually took out an electric drill and welded SpongeBob's front teeth together. Unexpectedly, once SpongeBob's teeth were closed, his voice became incredibly magnetic.
Well, thank you, Dr. Squidward. Say, without a gap, my voice sounds almost cool.
It turned out that SpongeBob liked singing while making Krabby Patties. Squidward's head ached from all the noise. After his teeth were welded together, SpongeBob got the voice Squidward had always dreamed of having. But when he found out SpongeBob was the one singing, he instantly thought the song was not pleasant at all. But the customers in the restaurant thought it sounded wonderful. This gave Squidward a devious idea. He decided to form a band using SpongeBob. Night fell soon after. When SpongeBob opened the door, he instantly caught everyone's attention. This lady's reaction was especially dramatic. Just a few extra glances and she melted completely. The owner also thought he was very cool and ushered him to the exclusive VIP section. Then amid everyone's cheers, SpongeBob was ushered onto the stage. He started singing out loud. Every note was so beautiful. While he was singing passionately, his teeth split open. Squidward immediately pulled dentures out of someone's mouth and put them in SpongeBob's mouth. Just as they finished the song and were bowing to the audience together, the dentures unexpectedly fell to the ground. Squidward lied and said they had to leave right away, but the owner stopped them just in time. Just as the owner was about to ask SpongeBob to sing a few more songs, Squidward immediately dragged SpongeBob away. Before leaving, Squidward announced they would come back to perform tomorrow. To prevent more accidents, Squidward got a truck full of cement and decided to remake SpongeBob's teeth. Night came again. SpongeBob and Squidward's band performed on stage once more. Then another accident happened. Luckily, Squidward quickly fixed SpongeBob's teeth with cement. During the performance, Squidward blew the cork right off because Squidward's playing was just too awful. The boss told security guards to kick him into a trash can. Meanwhile, SpongeBob acted like a superstar and kept performing hard on stage. Squidward was unwilling, so he grabbed a sledgehammer and rushed onto the stage. The stage was turned into to a complete mess. SpongeBob's teeth went back to normal. SpongeBob thought he had ruined the show and was about to apologize, but found he could whistle again. The whistling gave Squidward a bad headache, yet the audience loved it. Some audience members even wanted to be like SpongeBob and banged their heads on tables until their teeth looked just like SpongeBob's. Just as Squidward tried to leave, the boss told security guards to stop Squidward and make him pay for damages. Squidward crashed into the security guard and ended up looking just like SpongeBob. Ugh, this stinks.